A lot of us have heard these statements a lot of times in our life. I wish you were more confident. काश थोड़ा सा ये चीज कर लेती तो ये लड़की थोड़ा और ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाती. Or sometimes we say to ourselves, I think I lack some confidence. I know that either you have heard these statements in your life or you are saying this to yourself right now. Hi, I'm Shilpa and I make videos related to wellness where I help women reclaim their power and help them build their personalities through wellness. Today's video is all about how to build confidence as a woman without being loud or fake. So usually we feel that if we want to become confident, then we have to completely change our personality and become this extremely different person to be called confident. Correct? But what if I told you that you don't have to change your personality, you don't have to become a completely different person in order to appear or be confident. All you need are certain wellness tools and certain awareness about yourself and your surroundings. If you love topics like these and want to become a part of my community, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about these chapters and I have all my pointers ready. I wanted to make sure that as a wellness coach, I'm giving you relatable and doable tips. To be honest, I really wish that someone sat me down and explained me confidence like this. I know that when I was in school, I did a lot of extracurricular activities and all of those things which improved my confidence as a child and as an adult later on. But I still feel that if in my school, in my classroom, I had these amazing tools or maybe some kind of different tools which help me explore confidence as a whole, I would have been a completely different person. I really respect my teachers, but I really wish that our education system really focused much more on building our confidence and personality, especially as women. If you're a girl who's 12 years old, 18 years old, 25 years old, or even 66 years old, I want you to listen to this video carefully and get your pen and paper because what I'm about to tell you is going to change your life. Let's talk about chapter 1. What do you think confidence looks like? So, first of all, I want you all to close your eyes and think for about 10 seconds what images come in your mind when you think of confident women. I'm going to give you 10 seconds and I'm going to take mine as well. Okay, 10 seconds are over. I hope you have a certain image of confident women. Maybe you have written it down in your notebook, in your diary, or maybe it's there in your mind. Okay, so now I want you to think about the characteristics of these confident women. If you have time, you can just pause this video and write it down in your journal, in your diary, or maybe you can just think about it. For me, because I've done this exercise with a certain group of people already, a lot of women said that confident women appeared to be more outspoken, or more opinionated or more loud. If this is something that resonates with your thinking as well, let me know in the comment section. When you have this clear image of the confident women and their characteristics, what is the next instinct is to behave like them, and immediately you have this certain pressure to act confident in spite of being confident, and you do all of that without feeling safe. Have you ever realized that when we look at somebody who we really start admiring, or if there's any girl who walks in and has like amazing confidence, we instantly think about becoming like that one person? And I really don't understand the craze. Why? Because confidence is not something that is just exclusive to that one girl. We have confidence inside us, it's just that we don't know and we have not unlocked those tools which can really help us explore our confidence. And finally, what happens is when you're not able to achieve that level of confidence, or you have so much of pressure built in around you that you forget that your softness should also be celebrated. And somewhere around us, the whole idea of a woman being soft or a girl being a little mellowed down is taken in a very, very wrong sense. It is said that, this is not how a girl should be, which I completely disagree with. Now let's talk about chapter 2, what confidence actually feels like. And here I'm going to talk about a personal example. So earlier I used to be very impulsive and I used to react instantly. For example, if I have a project, I will do anything and everything to make sure that I sustain that project. I will do anything and everything to please that person or to please the manager, to make sure that my space is secured, and that kind of did not help me in the long run. And so I always swear by these two things, and I am telling you, just write it down in your diary or memorize it right now. The first thing is to be okay with silence, and the second thing is take time before responding. So when we talk about the first point, which is being okay with silence, you need to understand that how this important tool can help you build your confidence. Sometimes when we hear certain uncomfortable things or we want to just take care of the situation, we instantly just want the answers of everything. Either we are seeking answers or either we want to give answers or continue to explain and re-explain ourselves, which is not going to solve the situation. And I used to do exactly the same, and honestly I burnt out. So now what I've started doing is I have started being okay with silence. I have now somehow realized that it's okay to not talk about every situation. It's okay to not answer back or have my answers ready instantly for every problem in my life or in somebody's life. It's okay to be silent and just observe. And the kind of confidence I got in terms of handling a situation has no leaps and bounds. Let me tell you, it completely changed my confidence level, because earlier I had this feeling of, if somebody is in problem, I need to solve it, I need to give them the solutions. Or let's say if I have a fight with someone, I always felt the need to over explain and make sure that I clear my side of the story. And that kind of really burnt me out and also hampered my confidence. However, now I just stay silent and observe what is internally happening in my mind and my body, and then come to second point, which is take time before responding. So you don't have to be impulse, you don't have to just, you don't have this train to catch before giving an answer. You can take your time. If you are always rushing to give an answer to someone, please know that it is going to hamper your self-confidence. It is going to hamper the way you communicate. And communication is a very big thing, whether it's with someone else or it's with yourself. So take time before responding. Take a good amount of time before responding to your own thoughts as well. For example, I want to buy an iPhone because there are so many advertisements of iPhone 17 Pro and I feel like this is the phone that I need in my life. I continue to look at ads, and then I look at my bank account and I'm like, I don't have money, right? And my confidence just suddenly goes down. Instead, what I could have done is I look at all these ads, and then finally I just shut my device for, let's say, about 15 seconds, and I start thinking about something else, or I really sit down and reflect upon, do I really need this device? And let me tell you, in 15 seconds, I was able to change my mind that I don't need it. So a lot of times this also works. And the kind of confidence it gave me, because earlier I was feeling sad about not being able to afford the device, but now I feel confident because I know what exactly my needs are. So these two tools are pattern breakers, and these are very essential. Now let's talk about 3 things that actually can help you build confidence, and I have written down everything so nicely, and these are all very doable tools. Number 1 is keeping small promises. I have given up on making bigger goals. It completely blew my mind and my self-confidence when I was not able to achieve those goals, because remember, broken promises means more self-doubt. Instead, now I make small goals. For example, tomorrow I'm going to take a 10-minute walk, or I'm going to write 1 line in my journal every night before going to bed. These small goals will really help to build your self-confidence step by step. The second thing is regulating your nervous system. So now you need to understand two things here. First is your parasympathetic nervous system, and second is your sympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system means rest and relax, and sympathetic nervous system means fight or flight. Here we want to regulate our parasympathetic nervous system. That means we will be doing small things which will help us calm down. That is, you can walk, you can go for slow mornings, or you can go for breath work, you can go for mindfulness, yoga, all of these things that really help your nervous system. This is going to help you feel confident, and if you're really feeling confident, then it will just appear in your personality. And then the final thing is tracking instead of judging. So tomorrow, if I am not able to wake up at 6 a.m., it's okay. You don't have to judge yourself, and you don't have to feel like this shitty person for not being able to wake up at 6 a.m. And please don't make anybody make you feel like that. Instead, what you can do is, and if you really want to be a morning person, you can track. So try tracking your sleep. For example, make sure that you're sleeping on time, and then every day try tracking what time are you waking up. Let's say you're waking up at 6:30. So maybe the next day you can track and try and wake up at 6:27, and then you can try waking up at 6:20. If you try to achieve these smaller goals and track instead of judging yourself, it is really going to boost your confidence. Remember that confidence also comes from self-observation and not just disciplining yourself. Now finally, we come to the small practices that you can start today to build your confidence from scratch. And for this, I've built a very simple tracker sheet, the link of which is in the description. This tracker sheet will really help you to self-reflect on your thoughts, on your activities, and will help you take actions. All you need to do is go to the description and find this link and let me know how did you feel. In addition, I have given some amazing yet easy self-care tools that you can do every day to feel confident. And I just didn't want to overwhelm you all and talk about like so many things. Since this is the first video of 2026, I want to keep it extremely simple and I want to make things doable for you. So you need to understand that confidence is not just a magic pill that you can eat and then suddenly you feel confident. It has to feel like a transformation. So follow my 3-step guide. All you can do is, number 1, start asking yourself reflective questions such as, why did I start this? It's such a powerful question because it really helps you go back to point 0 where you actually took a decision to start the entire thing. Number 2, start writing, start journaling. Whatever is there in your head, you need to push it out of your mind and make sure that it's there on this piece of paper. If that serves you, keep it with you. If that does not serve you, just crush the paper and throw it away. You really don't need negative thoughts with you. And number 3 is consistency. Try to be consistent. You don't have to achieve like very big goals, but you have to try and be consistent. For example, if you have to take a 10-minute walk every day, take a 10-minute walk every day no matter what. And this will really help to play with your brain because every day you're training your mind that this is something that's important for my body and I choose my body every day. So you're constantly training yourself, and in return, you're also building your confidence. See, confidence is not just entering into a room and talking loud or being opinionated or being extremely extroverted. That's not just what confidence looks like. Confidence builds slowly. Confidence builds with these small tools, these small practices that are done consistently and with awareness. Finally, before ending this video, I do want to tell you 3 things. Number 1 is, being extroverted or too loud or too opinionated does not necessarily mean that you are confident. Number 2, you don't have to change your entire personality and become completely a different person in order to appear confident. And number 3, your pace is valid. The pace with which you're working on your confidence, on your self-awareness, on your self-worth, it is valid. You don't have to rush and try and compare your journey with somebody else. You just have to try and become a better version of yourself every day. So if you like this video and if you feel that I spoke about something valuable, I do these videos on my channel, and now I will be more and more regular. If you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Your each subscribe really motivates me and helps me find better topics for YouTube videos. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comment section. Like and share this video. Thank you so much.